All right, so here I am behind my truck. Wanted to give you a better view of kind of what the Snowsport plow looks like. So as you can tell, it's the Snowsport utility or HD utility plow here. You can get it from, this is mysnowsport.com. You can kind of find it in and around places online. I'll try to throw a link in the description, so if you want to find it, purchase it, great. But it's really quite simple. There's 3 different parts to this. So the first part is this big part itself, which is steel, and it actually comes in 2 different plates that get screwed in together. This was the part that I was talking about that was kind of hard, where you have to actually drill through 2 different layers of this steel in it. So if you don't have the correct instruments for that, it can be very difficult. I broke a couple of drill bits actually going through this, and I've gone through plenty of metal. So that's a little bit of a tough sell for me. But so it comes in, these 2 things come separate, and you drill those together. And this is down here, this is just really thick rubber. What I love about this, especially for gravel, is it doesn't tear up your gravel. It kind of just rides on top of it, and that's really beneficial for, again, those of us who don't just have asphalt, or let's say you've got gravel or shells or something else in your driveway. It's a pretty good alternative to just simply steel on the ground, and it's been working like a charm for me. So this one in particular has these side plates on it. You can see here that this guides the snow so that it doesn't fall off the sides. They have some other cheaper models that actually don't have that on it. I really liked it because I figured I'd be moving a good amount of snow on my driveway, and I just went for that, for the sides, because I thought it would be a good idea. Outside of that, we've got just these, little antennae that just help you see where you're at, especially if it's in front of your truck. So the way that this works is you have these 2 holders. You've got this one here and that one there. And as you can see, it just kind of goes around it. So take a look at this. That just goes right around this bar here. Same with over there. It goes down the bar and it holds it. So when it's going over bumpy terrain, it's able to lift up and down that bar and still not tear up your driveway. And that is really, really helpful. So when it's not in use, you use the handles here, you lift it up, and it goes right in here. These pens go in and out so that when it's up here, you can just put the pen back in and lock it. It's really simple, and again, it's a really simple way to get a plow on your truck. So another thing to note about this plow is it can go on the front or the back of a truck. I ultimately want to put it on the front of my truck, but I don't have a 2-inch hitch on the front, and I didn't want to invest in that and invest the time, not the money and the time, and actually installing that for my truck. So I already had a 2-inch hitch in the back, and I knew that I could do some reverse plowing. So I just decided that I would go ahead and do that this year and this season. Seems to be working pretty fine. My neck gets a little bit of a crick because I actually have to look out the windows because I have the cabin in the back of my truck. But hey, it's working great for me. You can see how high the snow is just on the tires there. So we're gonna give this plow a really good go today. See what it does. All right, hey friends, it is a very snowy day here in Maine, and I just had, I think anywhere from 9 to 12 inches, I believe, come down here in the last less than 24 hours. This is my first time getting out with the plow. I do have a Snowsport that I put on just this last year, actually. So when I bought this property, I looked at the the driveway, which is really long, and it's uphill. It's actually very steep as well. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna need some serious equipment for this. So I wanted to try to do a plow, but I didn't want one with a ton of bells and whistles. I just wanted a really simple plow. I found the Snowsport. There's 2 to 3 different types. I got the biggest one that you could, and I've got it rigged up on my 2-inch hitch. It fits any 2-inch receiver on the front or the back of your truck or your vehicle. I have a truck, so I can't tell you what other kind of vehicles it would be good for. But I've got it on my Tacoma, and thus far it seems to be working really well. I'm going to show you a little bit of kind of the way it works. All right, let's make this happen. So this is the front of my truck, and in the last 10 to 15 minutes, I have moved, all of that snow has come up from the top of my driveway, which you can't see right now. It's way up in the distance. I'll show you when we get going that way, but I'm getting ready to go down to the front of my driveway, down there, and I'm gonna back it up and bring the snow in here and see how that goes. So this is it. A couple of piles already made. To give you a reference, these piles are, see, this is like past my hip. That's some serious snow that's getting moved by this plow. It's pretty sweet. You can see the nice pathway up here. So I'm gonna keep plowing. This thing is doing amazing. I mean, you can see like it's going right down to the ground. I have a gravel driveway, and right now it's just covered with ice under all this snow, but it's getting right down on the ground, which is really quite amazing. Very, very happy with the snowplow. Again, Snowsport HD utility. All right, so this is my driveway. I'll drive down it so you can kind of see. It doesn't look super steep. But it's lengthy and it is steep. Like right here, a lot of vehicles can't get up due to it. And then it goes down to the road. So did a great job. I'm under an hour. I got this entire place cleared off. I can easily get my car in and out. Yeah, I totally suggest Snowsport. I think it's a great plow. I really, really like it. All right, folks. Woo! Yeah, it's coming down out here. Big storm, another big storm. I'm taking got the truck going here, getting it warm. I'm taking the plow out for its second go. I want to make sure that I feel really good about this. So last time I moved probably 4 to 6 inches of snow at a time. This is probably about the same. It seems a little heavier, a little more wet this time. So I'm going to give it a go again. I've got this storm that's going to be happening all day. So it's about 10 in the morning. I'm going to give it its first go, and we're supposed to get 9, maybe plus inches today. So this will be going till close to 7 p.m. tonight. I will certainly be out here at least one more time, if not 2 more times, moving things, but it's something else. I mean, you can see, look at the snow just accumulating on me as I'm standing here. It's coming down, so this will be a lot of fun. All right, so check this out. This is the pile that I just got done plowing with the truck. It did really, really well. Take a look at this. 3 snowstorms in the last 7 days. I received 5 to 7 inches again last night. Really heavy, wet snow. So this is a new kind of snow that I haven't plowed yet. And there's a 1/4 inch of ice on top of it. So it'll be really interesting to see how this plow works. This is gonna be a lot. It's just gonna be much more heavy. And I'm really curious to see if there's a difference with this plow and how it goes. So let's give it a go and see what happens. All right, so I'm on 4-wheel drive right now and I'm going downhill backwards and I'm stuck. So this is interesting. Wasn't expecting this. I'm on quite a steep slope right now. So I'm gonna try and figure out if I can move forward. I've tried already, but I'm gonna see again. If I can't, it might be that this snow, or the combination of this snow, the plow, my truck, that sort of a thing, isn't gonna work that well with this plow. We'll see. If I can't get my truck unstuck, then I'll pull out the snowblower and we'll go from there. Okay, folks, I'm stuck in the water. I can't go. My truck's just going sideways, and so I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna do some snow blowing, see if I can, get some of this snow moved to where I can get to another spot and try again, see if that plow will work for me. And this is what you get, winter weather. You never know what you're gonna get, but thus far, and really wet, heavy, 5 to 7 inches of snow with ice on top, this hasn't performed so well. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens. Okay, I just spent 30 plus minutes snow blowing behind my truck to move out more snow to hopefully give me less resistance to get down this hill. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna be able to do that in this go, and be able to, continue to plow once I get down. So we'll see. I'm gonna put the camera down for now because my truck's also sliding down the hill, and if it starts sliding sideways, I'm gonna end up tipping over, which we don't want. Safety first, always safety first. Okay, wish me luck. All right, so I've cleared a good amount of my driveway. It's definitely harder. This snow is definitely harder to clear, and going backwards is certainly harder. I'm gonna need to clear more with the snow blower than I had to last time. And that's just the way it is. I imagine, I don't know if that's the way it is with other plows. They may have winches, or maybe it's just I need a stronger truck. I don't know. But I imagine that with most plows, the heavier the snow, the wetter the snow, the harder it is. So I still feel like I want to give the snowplow a 2 thumbs up, because it's really simple to work. And I love that. And I really like that there's no mechanical parts. To me, that I feel that it's gonna last longer, and it's simple, which I like. So I've gone through 3 snowstorms now. One that was kind of medium snow, one that was really light, and then this one that's really heavy. And I mean, you could possibly even hear and see how wet it is. I mean, it's already melting, so it's just really heavy snow. Had some snags when I was going downhill. It was too heavy for the plow and my truck together. Got that cleared out, and then I was able to move the rest of my driveway. So I'm gonna go through now, finish up with my snowblower, which is the Troy built Storm Tracker Track 2-stage snowblower. I've got a review on that as well. I've gone through a couple of snowblowers this winter, and So check out my review on that one, and thanks for sticking with me on this. Good stuff. Disclaimer. It was very difficult for me to get it put together. I had a lot of frustrating moments. It was very hard for me as one person to put it together. And I'm someone who has a lot of tools. They don't provide any tools to do the installation, at least for the one that I got. And there was a lot of drilling that actually needed to happen. It's not pre-drilled in all the spots. So just be really aware of that. I broke a few drill bits trying to do everything. And I mean, full disclaimer, I didn't even put all of the holes in it that I should have, because I was so frustrated and I just needed to get it up and going. So just know, seems like a great plow thus far. Very difficult to put together. At least it was for me. And for some of the rest of you, maybe you've got some different tools than I do, and it's super simple. But I'm just letting you know, if you're, I don't know, maybe the average person, such as myself, putting it together, I would say that I'm actually a little above average, because I have a shop and tools, and I'm not new at this, but it took some time, folks. So, but in my opinion, well worth the time. So yay for the Snowsport plow. Here we go. Let's get it done. Yay, winter.